Another wild high school football season is in the books. We saw Kahuku three-peat, Waimea two-peat, and Waipahu one-peat. This week on Road to the Ship, presented by Hawaiian Financial Federal Credit Union, we're recapping the three HHSAA football state championship games.
Bobby, I'm so excited to jump into the championship games, but first I have to ask, did you have a nice Thanksgiving?
Yes, I did. I ate my weight in turkey and had an extra slice of pumpkin pie. Was there anything or anyone in particular you were thankful for this year?
Yeah, definitely. Our teacher, Mr. Sato, our classmates who helped to produce this show, our friends at ESPN Honolulu, they're all so great.
Sure, yeah. They're fine, but aren't you forgetting someone?
The play clock is ticking down, and we need to get to those games. So how about we talk about this at the end of the show?
We also want to take this time to say mahalo to our sponsors, Hawaiian Financial Federal Credit Union, Pearl City Shopping Center, IBEW Local 1186, and Hawaii Pacific Health.
At the Division II level, Waimea defended their state title against Kamehameha Maui, earning back-to-back state championship wins. The Warriors got onto the board first with Makana Kamaka Brace's 1-yard punch-in run, which ended a nice drive that included a 50-yard pass and catch. The Menehunes and Warriors exchanged touchdown scores, but the momentum seemed to shift towards Waimea after Kiona Tam's 92-yard kickoff return touchdown and Cameron Apilato's 19-yard touchdown run, which gave Waimea their first lead of the ballgame with just 42 seconds left in the half. Now here's Bobby for second half highlights.
Waimea distanced themselves in the third quarter to a 14-point lead after an explosive 80-yard touchdown run by the Menehunes' leading rusher of the game, Kailee Arakaki. Kamehameha Maui answered back, but a 40-yard field goal from Jayden Ranice Almeida de la Cruz kept Waimea ahead by 10 with just 7 minutes left in the game. As the Menehunes looked to chew away the rest of the clock in the fourth quarter, Warriors defense came up big as Ramzak Furan forced a fumble that was scooped up by Joshua Kerr for a 20-yard touchdown. After an unsuccessful onside kick, the Menehunes were able to gain a couple first downs that would seal the win for the second year in a row. Congratulations to the Waimea Menehunes and to the Kamehameha Maui Warriors for having such awesome seasons.
The final game of the year featured a state championship rematch between the Konawaena Wildcats and the Waipahu Marauders. On their opening drive, one of Waipahu's two-way players, Eric Stevens, picked off the Wildcats' Kioki Alani on the 1-yard line to halt a promising drive. The Wildcats defense put points on the board first after Wyatt Wersick popped the ball free, which allowed Keawe Navazloa to scoop the ball up and run 65 yards for the touchdown. Konawaena would hold on to their 7-0 lead for just 15 seconds because that's how long it took for Eric Stevens to find the end zone after a reverse on that kickoff return that resulted in a 75-yard touchdown. Marauders scored 11 unanswered points in the second quarter, including a field goal as time expired. Opening the third quarter, Konawaena took the lead after two Keawe Navazloa touchdowns, one a 5-yard run and the other a 55-yard pass from Mililani. The Marauders' Jayden Shanelle caught a 22-yard pass just before the third quarter and then punched the ball out on defense to get his team the ball back. Elijah Mendoza and the Marauders were able to capitalize on that defensive win with a 37-yard touchdown to Eric Stevens. Waipahu scored 28 points in the fourth quarter and got their revenge. The final score against Konawaena, 53-28.
Kahuku won 32 straight games against opponents from Hawaii until the OIA championship game where Mililani shocked the state with a 28-21 win. After Mililani handled Campbell and Kahuku beat Punahou in the semifinals, we were treated to a rematch between the two best teams in the state. A crowd of over 7,000 at the Clarence T.C. Ching Athletics Complex roared as kickoff got underway and Kahuku came out firing. The Red Raiders in the biggest game of the year started with an onside kick attempt which turned out to be successful. Kahuku's special teams was exactly what it was, special. Kahuku's Tuli Tagovailoa Amoza scrambled and found Kachi Kaio in the end zone for a 19-yard touchdown pass. Mana Carvalho took the snap and dashed into the corner of the end zone for a 2-point conversion, giving Kahuku an 8-0 lead. The Trojans were looking to answer, but the Red Raiders forced a fumble that only started an eventual touchdown by Mililani, but an unsuccessful two-point try made the score 8-6. Tagovailoa Amoza ran it in 1 yard out to extend the Raiders' lead before the half. In the third quarter, Kahuku came away with an interception on a deep shot by Mililani's Keeney McMillan, but the Trojans were able to get the ball back on a fumble and finish the drive on a 1 yard touchdown by Nakoa Kahana Travis. The Trojan crowd erupted as they began the final quarter with an 88-yard touchdown from McMillan to David Joseph. But just as the game started with special teams, it ended with an 86-yard Diesel Kamoku punt return that was just jaw-dropping. Kahuku recovered a kickoff the very next play and gained a first down. They became the first team in the OIA to three-peat and engrave their name into the Hawaii high school football history books. Now let's go to Jayden Mizuno for a reaction from Diesel Kamoku on his game-changing punt return and his team efforts from this night.
Kamoku had 6 catches for 68 yards and 2 punt returns for a total of 163 all-purpose yards. 86 of those yards came from his record-breaking punt return for a score to put Kahuku on top. Let's hear his reaction.
The concept was just to down the ball and give us good range to just run out the clock and get the dub, but I picked it up and I juked the first guy, and I see my guy Aiden Manutai, he was just leading the way for me to go home, and I love that guy. So we do. Nobody's ever done it before, the three-peat, so I'm really thankful for my family and the team, and I love my coaches, and that's all I can say.
Thanks, Jayden.
This has been an incredible 3 weeks of fall sports state tournament action.
We'll see y'all in February for the winter sports state tournaments.
Mahalo to Hawaiian Financial Federal Credit Union, Pro City Shopping Center, IBEW Local 1186, and Hawaii Pacific Health for sponsoring our show.
And a special birthday shout out to Jarin Kobashigawa for ESPN Honolulu, the creator of the show. I'm Bobby Best.
And I may or may not be thankful for a co-host that doesn't leave early at the end of every show. You've been watching The Road to the Ship. See? Now I can't be thankful for you.
Deal with it.